Vivian Malone made headlines when she and another black student, James Hood, enrolled at the all-white University of Alabama in 1963. The event, known as the Stand in the Schoolhouse Door, thrust her into civil rights history. Malone was born July 15, 1942, in Mobile, Alabama. She belonged to her school's National Honor Society, and after graduation decided to attend Alabama A&M University in Huntsville. She spent 2 years there and then applied to the University of Alabama's School of Commerce and Business Administration. Vivian Malone knew the attention her application to the capstone would garner, but she was prepared. Active in her own community in efforts to end segregation, she was inspired by leaders such as Mobile civil rights activist John LaFleur and attributed her courage to the many who came before her. Backed by the NAACP, her family, and others, Vivian Malone applied to the University of Alabama. A judge ruled in favor of both Malone and James Hood's enrolling in the university, setting the stage for a potential confrontation between Alabama officials and the federal government. On June 11, 1963, Malone and Hood arrived on campus to register, escorted by U.S. Deputy Attorney General Nicholas Katzenbach. They were met with swarms of people and the media. When they arrived at Foster Auditorium, where registration was being held, Alabama Governor George C. Wallace made a defiant stand against the desegregation of the school by blocking their entrance. Wallace was widely known for his belief that the South should remain segregated. He argued that the Constitution gave the states authority over their schools and universities. When Wallace refused to allow their entry, the National Guard, federalized by President John F. Kennedy, was sent to remove him. The governor then withdrew, and Malone and Hood registered for classes without further incident. Malone recounted her experience during a commencement speech at the university in 2000, saying, "The simple act of walking through a schoolhouse door that had been barred to me, and all people of my color, by the governor of this state, that simple act represented an end to legal segregation in the American South." In 1965, Vivian Malone became the first African American to graduate from the University of Alabama. She received a Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration and went on to join the Civil Rights Division of the United States Department of Justice, where she served as a research analyst. She held several more important positions before becoming Director of Civil Rights and Urban Affairs and Director of Environmental Justice for the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, a position she held until her retirement in 1996. Vivian Malone Jones died after a stroke in 2005. Once, when reflecting on her legacy at the University of Alabama, she said, "I was just one person, but I think of the thousands of people that have come after me, and I would just like to think that their road might have been a little bit easier."